everybody, this is your coach Andrea Dickerson here with OwnADaycare.com, where we connect childcare business owners with proven management solutions. For today's proven management solution, I want to talk to childcare business owners about your handbook and some possible mistakes that you may be making that I want you to change in 2020. 2020 is the year for you to succeed in your childcare business, and I want to empower you with some of my tips and strategies that's going to help shift you to the next level. To begin, I want you to give this video a thumbs up if you're in need of finding out some errors that could be happening with you and your business, all because of your employee handbook. All right, stay tuned and I'll be right back.
Jump start.
Get ready to 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 jump start. So much for staying along with me. I cannot wait to meet you live out on tour. So be sure to go to www.fixmychildcare.com. All right, you guys. In today's video, I'm going to give you some game-changing thoughts and information about your handbooks. So make sure you have pen and paper to write down some of my thoughts and strategies that I want to share with you in reference to your handbook. You know, several childcare business owners could be making this mistake and not even know it's a mistake. As a matter of fact, I was making this same mistake in my business, and it took for me to do the research and to learn that there's a better way for me to own and operate a successful childcare business. One of my biggest challenges came when I tried to use my handbook throughout my staff orientation, and I realized that while I was using my handbook, I was trying to over-explain certain things in my handbook because they were outdated. Did you know that outdated handbooks can get you caught up in the court of law? It can literally cause you to have to pay unemployment insurance. I learned the hard way, but guess what? You don't have to today. One of the things that I want you to do is to go take a look at your handbook and review it. Look and see if you have a particular mark. The mark that I want you to look for in your handbook is to have something to the bottom that says the revision date, so that it will be clear when was the last time this policy was revised. Without having that revision date, you know, you can be held accountable for policies and procedures that you wrote when you first opened up in your business. Maybe you didn't know about insurance or vacation time, or, you know, maybe you didn't have in your handbook how you wanted for your policies to be followed. And then, you know, you've had the same staff over a certain amount of years, and you've just used memo after memo, or you've talked to them about how you want things done. And then all of a sudden something happens, and they use that handbook against you because it was years since you've updated it. Maybe you are utilizing a handbook that's so outdated that it's causing you to be in more jeopardy than you ever thought was possible. If you do not have that revised mark at the bottom of your handbook, and it doesn't show where it was updated at least every 6 months to meet your current operations and standards, you, as a childcare business owner, could be in trouble. Now, in order for you to shift your handbooks and go to the next level, I want for you to include updating your handbook as an administrative standard every 6 months. Don't go another day without looking at your handbook and making sure that it's comprised of your right now policies and procedures that supersedes all others. Especially if you are in an industry of childcare that's changing with the new laws that's about to happen, you want to stay current and up to date. I want to encourage you to also add the clause in your handbook that this new current version of your handbook supersedes the previous handbooks. now you are covered. Now your handbooks will protect you in a court of law, especially if it contains everything that your handbook is supposed to contain. One of the next errors that I see childcare business owners make all over the nation is that they borrow handbooks. Do you believe I did that too? When I first got started, I had no clue I had to have a handbook. I mean, I had the basic things that my state wanted me to have to protect them as a state, but I didn't have what it took for me to protect me as a childcare business owner. So I borrowed handbooks from one organization or another. But over time, I realized that my handbooks were so important. I needed to be able to train the person on my policies, my procedures, and my business, climate. I had to train a person. And in order for me to do that, I had to erase the board, get rid of all of the forms that I've got from other people, and I had to come from my heart. I had to come from my vision, and I had to put it on paper, and I had to make it so plain so that when I got ready to train a person, they knew exactly what I expected of them. Well, all right, I want you to go now, update your handbooks. If it's been 6 months or more, change the game. Update your handbooks, put the revision date on there, and to also include the statement that this handbook supersedes all others. That way you're operating from a new checkpoint. Be sure to deliver your handbook to your team. Now, I prefer that you deliver it electronically so that you'll have proof that they read it, they understand it, and that they agree to follow you with it. Well, all right, stay tuned. There's going to be more information that's going to help empower you and motivate you to succeed. Well, as always, if you manage the childcare business that you love, you will love the childcare business that you manage. Bye, you guys.